I was laying in bed last night and a thought crossed my mind. What happened to GTA Modders? We all know about them. I'm pretty sure we all experienced them at some point. But when was the last time you actually ran into one when you were playing GTA? And it was this thought that made me want to make this video. What happened to the modders? Playing GTA back in the day, you were bound to run into a modder. And if you hadn't, you most certainly would have heard about what they can do. Whether that's making you the max level of 8,000 in the game, changing your car to a color-changing color, which was amazing at the time, or putting a modded color on it at all, to giving you the exclusive money drop that all your friends were talking about, that you just wanted to experience as well. These experiences genuinely were some of the best times in GTA for everyone, especially when you were experiencing it for the first time and you weren't being locked up in a cage or made to do a weird sex dance. The amount of videos made about the modders were insane as well. There was basically new videos about different mod menus that allowed them to do different things, and there were so many different mod menus that it was insane. Everyone knew about it and everyone knew about them, and everyone experienced it at one point or another. It was like there was a craze about them. Whether you liked them or hated them, there was no denying just how rampant they were though. To this day, I still don't understand what they did to get the mods. I've always been curious about it. As far as I can tell, they just brought a USB which had mods on them and stuck into their console, or they brought a separate device that just gave them the mods. However, having a person that was a modder on your friends list was one of the biggest flexes to have back in the day. But unfortunately, I didn't have anyone like that. I don't have friends. Anyway, moving on. And of course, because of what a mod menu could allow the player to do, lots of players wanted one, which led to a lot of scams happening where people would pay for one and they never received it. And Rockstar had a big issue with them, so they were trying to ban them as quickly as they were coming out. So that's exactly what Rockstar did. They started banning people who were using mod menus. However, even with this many people they were banning, the problem was becoming bigger and bigger. And it seemed like nothing they were doing was working. It was just becoming a bigger problem every single day. Every day it seemed like more and more people were getting a hold of these mod menus to the point where PC and old-gen consoles were becoming overrun with them. It got to a point where Rockstar almost gave up on banning them. They introduced anti-cheats and the way to ban people using the menus, yet it wasn't doing anything. Of course, the main thing people were wanting was a way to get money drops, so people were buying the mod menus just to be able to do that. Of course, some people were trolling with the mod menus, and you had your own opinion about whether modders were good or bad based on your own personal experience with them. And with how popular these mod menus were, they just got more and more rampant. Like I said, with old-gen consoles, they were basically left to rot with the modders in there. As soon as new-gen consoles came out, Rockstar focused on that solely and basically let the old servers rot away with modders and cheaters and anything and everything. They literally just ran rampant in the servers and nothing was happening to them because Rockstar were focused on the new-gen servers. With PC players though, it was a little bit different. PC players were literally complaining at Rockstar because they couldn't play the game because of the modders, and it seemed like Rockstar did nothing to sort that. There are so many stories of people logging into GTA and complaining because no matter what, they're in a session with a modder and they just cannot play the game. I don't feel sorry for them, to be honest with you. Yet when you look at GTA today, sure, there are some that are still around, yet it's not anywhere near as prominent as it used to be. I think I have the answer as to why it is. I personally think it's simply because of the mod menus. They couldn't keep up with the new gen consoles. As far as I'm aware, the old mod menus were on a USB, as I've said, and with how Rockstar kept upgrading their anti-cheats, they stopped the ability for these USB sticks to work. It's just my guess though. I don't actually know why they've sort of disappeared, but that's my best guess. The anti-cheat just got too good, and whilst mod menus were still cool, people just sort of lost interest with them. In all honesty though, I think the only reason that we don't see them anymore is due to the simple fact that there isn't a market for them or an interest anymore. Mod menus will always be around and GTA 6 may have them as well, but as time has gone on GTA 5, the interest in mod menus just diminished. There's no content about them nowadays, and if there is, it's very minimal and not much attention goes to it. Mod menus will always exist in the game, but I think the day of them being everywhere and anywhere is no more. If you agree or disagree with what I've said, let me know down in the comments, as I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on this topic. I thought it's a pretty interesting thing to talk about, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.